So let's stand and sing if you like. My soul is welcome here. Two, three. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place in the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place in the right time. Just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Ow, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Again. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Two, three. I'm in the right place at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. Just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right at the right time. I'm just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. Just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunday Celebration. My name is David Burke, and I'm your trustee on duty today. On behalf of Reverend Donna Maurer, the Board of Trustees, and our awesome practitioners, I am privileged to welcome you to the Sonoran Desert Center for Spiritual Living. Whoever you are and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are truly welcome here. You will be validated, supported, and encouraged to be all that you were meant to be. Our vision statement is love in action every day in every way. We express this love by learning and living the principles of the science of mind. On the back of your program is our Declaration of Principles. Please join me now in reading them. I believe there is an infinite intelligence operating throughout the universe. I believe this intelligent power is only good. I believe this intelligence expresses as me. I believe through my conscious use of this power, I create my life as happy, healthy, and complete. And so it is. Any first-timers? No. Okay. We've all been here before then, hey? I would like to thank all the people that made this Sunday celebration possible. First of all, it's you. Look at the crowd. It's mid-July. And we've got this many people, so that is awesome. So thank you all for being here. And thank the ones who make sure everything is set up and in order for this gathering. I just want to say thank you to property maintenance. The ramp is awesome. Yeah, and the bird bath looks great too. So these are just some of the things that happen behind the scenes that go on here on a regular basis that most people just see it done and not realize there's people involved in getting it done. So thank you. Now, please direct your attention to the announcements that are in your bulletin. And if you're watching online, please visit cslaz.org for our announcements and event calendar. And please turn off your cell phones. So first of all, Rob already introduced himself, but I'd like to say thank you so much for filling in, Rob. We really appreciate you being here. So thank you. A note from Paul, buy one larger painting at full price and select a smaller one for gratis. Well, thank you, Paul. That's awesome. It's my gift to our wonderful community in gratitude and love. Thank you. So we appreciate that too. Visioning. 2 weeks, Sunday, after service, Reverend Donna has announced that she will be retiring in November and will be visioning for our center's new chapter and for a perfect person and a new leader. And I totally know it's going to be perfect because of Kathy. We just said we needed someone good, and there she is. She's better than good. So if we all put our minds together, as we know, as part of our learning, that is a big deal. And the more people involved, it goes up exponentially. So, okay, going to ongoing activities. Coffee with the Rev, Tuesdays at 9 a.m. on Zoom. If you're not part of it and you would like to, please send an email to sdcslinvite@gmail.com, and Donna will send you a Zoom invitation, and then you can participate. Ooh La La is open on the third Sunday of the month from 11:30 to 1. Drumming Circle on the third Sunday of the month from 1 o'clock. Suggested donations is $10 to $20. Writing Group, second and fourth Fridays, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the sanctuary, facilitated by K. Clark Yules. Spiritual Circles, the second and fourth Tuesday from 3 to 5 in the sanctuary, facilitated by John Lopez. Conversations with an End-of-Life Doula, the fourth Wednesday from 1 to 3, facilitated by K. Clark Yules. Men's Breakfast, first Saturday of the month at 8 a.m. in the sanctuary. The Women's Group, the third Saturday of the month, 10 a.m. to noon in the sanctuary. And I just want to point out, look at the list in the summer of things to do in our center or around our center. Again, normally this is a slow time, and look, we've got like 8 things to do. So again, very, very good for us. So thank you very much, and now we'll get on to the service. Oh yeah.
The God in me, behold the God in you. It is all for the greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you, and you and I are one. Namaste. The God in me beholds the God in you. It is all for the greatest and highest good. The God in me beholds the God in you, and you and I are one. Namaste. Namaste.
Tilt it. Up. There we go. My name is Louise, and I am your practitioner today. And the practitioners are the praying arm of the church. So if you have a prayer request, please put it in the box over there, and we will pray for you this week. I also want to remind you to pray for John Lopez. He is out of the hospital. But his recovery is not exactly what we would like it to be yet, so please, please keep him in your prayers. And then I also don't know how that's going to impact our second and fourth Tuesday or Wednesday spiritual circle. So that will be announced. That's to be determined. Okay, Wanda's saying there will be somebody to cover it, so thank you, Wanda. All right, so if you just want to get comfortable and just know with me that there is one power, one presence, one eternal love in the universe, and it is God. Eternal love and goodness surrounds everyone and everything. We are each a glorious expression of God, of eternal love. I lean into the greatness of this power and presence right where I am, and I invite you to also lean into this power and presence as we all recognize a power and intelligence in the universe greater than we are. I accept for each of us that our divine nature is a perfect reflection of the ever unfolding wonderfulness of life, and I completely accept this truth for every person here. I affirm well-being, wellness for all today, in all ways, mind, body, and spirit. And I know that there are blessings for each person here and for those who cannot be here today. I know this service is unfolding, perfect, whole, and complete as it is meant to be. And I know that we are each divinely blessed through Reverend Donna's teachings today. And we anchor this by saying, and so it is. So I had a book picked out to read something, and this morning, as I was looking for a meditation, I came across this. It's a little short reading, but as I often do, it's just something that spoke to me. So this is, I make myself available to guidance and to direction. Come, great and infinite mind of creation, and inspire me to do great deeds. Let your infinite wisdom make me wise. I make myself available to guidance and direction. I am available to be directed by the inner presence, which prompts me to do the things that must be done. O wonderful presence, flooding me, filling me with light and inspiring me with love. Greater than fear is this love. It dissolves all fear, casts out all doubt, and sets all things free. Love, like the river of life, flows through me and refreshes me with its eternal blessings. Love is fearless and strong and is mighty in its works. It fills my very being with a powerful presence. My affairs are directed by this presence of love. Within me, it knows what to do and how to do it. I do not hinder, but I let it operate in my affairs. It prospers and directs me and guides my life. My affairs are managed by love, directed by wisdom, and they cannot fail to prosper and expand. Come, great and infinite mind creation, and inspire me to do great deeds. Let your infinite wisdom make me wise. I make myself available to guidance and direction. It's adapted from Ernest Holmes by Edward Viljoen. Namaste. I forgot the candle, it was behind me. So I light the service candle knowing that we all know that it is the light that we carry within. And I hold the high watch. You don't need it? Okay.
Thank you, Rom. That was haunting. How pretty. Good morning. David was talking about some of the things that go on behind the scenes. And one of the things, I don't know if you know about the evolution of our stage, but it began with a thing that looked like a tongue, and we stood on it. And Reverend Peggy Bailey, who was our assistant minister at the time, would just fuss about it all the time. She said, somebody's going to fall off the stage. So that's how we got this. And now, one of the things we didn't think about was the fact everybody at the time was nice and spry. Well, now we have to get up these stairs, and Rosie and I, this is not our forte. So we are looking this week after our board meeting and Bruce is going to help us, to build a ramp so that we can actually get up on the stage without having to climb. So that's our evolution of the stage, and it's amazing because so many things are like that. We did not have that we have when we first moved in. There are so many things. Now we have a beautiful bird bath, and like he said, the ramp. So we're doing a whole bunch of stuff behind the scene that nobody knows about, and I think that's one of the things that builds our community, because when there is a need, people stand up to meet that need, and that is a gift that we have as a community. Well, I've chosen as our theme this month, walking the path, and then ... of. And last week we looked at harmony. This week we're looking at respect, walking the path of respect. And remember I said last week that walking the path in the biblical term means a way of life. So respect is a way of life, not only a path, but a way of life. And I had a hard time with this topic. So I'm going to begin with a story from Anthony DeMello. It's a little bit long, so bear with me, because it's going to set the tone, I think, for the whole rest of the day. The guru, meditating in his Himalayan cave, opened his eyes to discover an unexpected visitor sitting there before him, the abbot of a well-known monastery. "What is it you seek?" asked the guru. The abbot recounted a tale of woe. At one time, his monastery had been famous throughout the Western world. Its cells were filled with young aspirants, and its church resounded to the chant of its monks. But hard times had fallen on the monastery. People no longer flocked there to nourish their spirits. The stream of young aspirants had dried up. The church was silent. There was only a handful of monks left, and these went about their duties with heavy hearts. Now, this is what the abbot wanted to know. Is it because of some sin of ours that the monastery has been reduced to this state? Yes, said the guru, a sin of ignorance. And what sin might that be? One of your number is the Messiah in disguise, and you are ignorant of this. Having said that, the guru closed his eyes and returned to his meditation. Throughout the arduous journey back to his monastery, the abbot's heart beat fast at the thought that the Messiah himself, had returned to earth and was right there in the monastery. How was it that he had failed to recognize him? And who could it be? Brother John? Brother Adam? Perhaps Brother Ezekiel? No, not he. He had too many defects. But then the guru had said he was in disguise. Could those defects be one of his disguises? Come to think of it, everyone in the monastery had defects, and one of them had to be the Messiah. Back in the monastery, he assembled the monks and told them what he had discovered. They looked at one another in disbelief. The Messiah? Here? Incredible. But he was supposed to be here in disguise. So maybe, what if it were so-and-so? Or the other one over there? Or, well, one thing was certain. If the Messiah was there in disguise, it was not likely that they would recognize him. So they took to treating everyone with respect and consideration. You never know, they said to themselves when they dealt with one another. Maybe he is the one. The result of this was that the atmosphere in the monastery became vibrant with joy. Soon, dozens of aspirants were seeking admission to the order. And once again, the church echoed with the holy and joyful chant of monks who were aglow with the spirit of love. And Anthony DeMello, at the end of this story, asks the question, of what use is it to have eyes if the heart is blind? So I think from that story that at least one of the aspects of respect is an opening of the heart. And once the heart is opened, we see from a different perspective. We can see with new eyes. And we look at each person, each encounter, as a Messiah, as an aspect of love. And we have to begin this process of opening the heart with the way we see ourselves. If we stand in judgment of others, if we stand in judgment of ourselves, we will stand in judgment of others. Our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, uses a phrase that I really like. His books are peppered with it. He says we must have a good-natured flexibility about ourselves and our experiences. So this is from his book, Freedom from Stress. We need to develop a good-natured flexibility. Nature demands this, for if the tree did not bend before the wind, it would break. We are apt to hold our thought so static that it finally becomes a habit, which destroys not only our mental happiness, but also the spiritual influx. Let us try to believe that if God is for us, nothing can be against us. Let us live as though today would be our last day, which it might be, but at the same time, let us live as though we were never going to stop living. You and I are generally harder on ourselves than we would ever be on someone else. So I really would put self-respect, the ability to have a good nature flexibility with ourselves, as our top priority, so that we don't beat ourselves into a pulp when we don't live up to our own expectations. We just simply need to take a deep breath and remember that not only is God for us, but God is us. We are the expression of God, and that expression at its deepest level is whole, perfect, and complete. And once that becomes a part of our consciousness, we will not only have self-respect, but that respect will expand to others and to the world. In the Fifth Agreement, Don Miguel Ruiz writes, when you respect yourself, that means you accept yourself just the way you are. When you respect other people, that means you accept them just the way they are. When you respect everything in nature, the animals, the oceans, the atmosphere, the earth, that means you accept entire creation just the way it is. Then respect is about the complete acceptance of everything that exists just the way it is, not the way we want it to be. And he says this is more or less one meaning of the word respect. And he says, once you accept yourself just the way you are, you no longer have any judgments about yourself. Once you accept everybody else just the way they are, you no longer have any judgments about them. And then something incredible happens. You find peace in your world. You are not in conflict with yourself, and you are not in conflict with anyone else. So by walking of the path of respect, you and I automatically become change agents in the world. When we can accept all things, all people as they are, we create a space that fosters trust, understanding, and cooperation. In a small village at the foot of the mountains in Bhutan lived a young monk named Dorji. Dorji was a very reserved and peaceful person and devoted most of his time to the study of ancient scripture and to meditation. One day, a large tiger had been spotted near the village. The villagers saw the tiger as a threat, were frightened, and wanted to kill it to protect their families. When Dorji heard about these plans, he was dismayed. He firmly believed that every living creature has the right to life and to respect. Despite the villagers' fear, Dorji offered to search for the tiger and try to return it to the wild. Dorji set out to find the tiger, and when he finally came face to face with it, he felt no fear, but a deep respect. He bowed to the tiger and spoke soothing words to show the animal that he posed no threat. The tiger did not react in a hostile manner, but as it looked at Dorji, it seemed to understand the monk's peaceful intention. The tiger turned away and disappeared into the jungle. When Dorji returned to the village, the villagers were amazed that Dorji needed no weapons, but it was his respect that the tiger understood and followed. So if we understood how powerful respect is, we would want to walk that path every minute of every day. At its core, respect is the cornerstone of human interactions that transcends cultural, religious, and philosophical boundaries. It's a universal principle that fosters empathy, cooperation, and understanding. In a world often divided by differences, respect serves as a unifying force, allowing us to recognize the inherent worth and dignity of every individual. It's not merely a courtesy or politeness, but a genuine acknowledgement of human nature and the humanity in each of us. We may not like the actions of another, but we need to separate the action from the person. The person is always an expression of God, even if his or her actions don't suggest that. Reverend Dr. Edward Leone, in his book Ordinary Goodness, said that he had been practicing integrity with his word, but he would often get distracted by his criticism of the actions of others. So he tells this story on himself. I was waiting on the pier for the ferry to return day visitors back from Catalina to the California mainland. Before me was a little slice of paradise. They were all there, all those coral-loving fish in beautiful clear water, close enough to the surface to see all of them. The scene, one that could be featured in National Geographic, was magnificent. Then I spotted a potential offender, a man leaning on that same railing, smoking. In my mind, I imagined how the scene would play out, and he obliged. He approached the end of his smoke, and as I had predicted, he threw the still smoking butt into the ocean. My mind flipped back and forth between intruding on someone else's life and advocating for nature. I was ready to let an outraged and indignant response burst out in a loud voice. Hey, what do you think you're doing? I took another microsecond to examine if my planned response matched how I wanted people to know me in the world. I asked myself what might be the most beautiful way to address what had happened. My preference to disturb no one was butting up against my inclination to take a stand for the environment. This deep internal process I was in lasted mere seconds, and while I was in it, somebody else next to the man leaned over and with a smile whispered to the butt-flinging tourist, "Oh, the fish can't eat that. It's harmful to them." Because there was something genuinely kind in his smile, the comment seemed more like a private conspiracy between friends than like a stern reproof. Had I not been standing so close, I might have missed that private exchange. The smoker nodded sheepishly, looked around to see who had heard those words, and mumbled, "You're right." The man had responded with both respect for the environment and respect for the man with a cigarette. It was a much better and more helpful way to respond than the one Edward was about to give. Should we catch more flies with honey than vinegar, right? So in essence, respect is a fundamental human value that shapes our interactions, our relationships, and our society. It's a continuous process of learning and growth, requiring conscious effort and a commitment to valuing the inherent worth of all individuals and of all creation. When the monks in the monastery began showing respect for each other, the monastery began to flourish once again. When the younger monk showed deep respect for the tiger, it seemed to understand what was wanted of him, and he returned peacefully to the jungle. When the man responded to the smoker with respect, he created a space of trust rather than conflict. That's the path of respect. It is pretty powerful. We may never know how far our actions reach out to others, but walking the path of respect contributes to a more harmonious world because it is you and I who are emanating that harmony from our own open heart. Thank you. Namaste. Oh, I'm sorry. I could have done that.
I have a hard time getting this on. This is a small. Anyone can work under ideal conditions. All right, so we're all going to sing along to Open to Receive. I am open to receive, I am open to receive all life's riches. I am open to receive, I am open to receive all life's riches. Open to receive, open to receive all life's riches. Open to receive, open to receive all life's riches. I'm going to do it again. I am open to receive, I am open to receive all life's riches. I am open to receive, I am open to receive life's blessings. I knew I was going to do that. Open to receive all life's riches. Open to receive all life's riches.
Do we need a new microphone? Okay. So it's time for our offering. And I ask that you join me in our offering affirmation. My gift goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless all that it touches. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I share generously of my good, knowing that it returns to me, multiplied abundantly, and so it is. So thank you for your generosity that allows us to flourish even in snowbird times and 103-degree heat times. We are truly blessed. We are truly blessed for each and every one of you. So let's close this portion out in prayer. And then please join us for refreshments. Say hi to Don. He's back with his brother. It looks like we've got a project for you. So I know right now that there is one divine intelligence, and it pulsates through each and every one of us, each and every particle of creation. And I know that the attributes of this intelligence are love, truth, beauty, joy, harmony, peace, abundance. And you and I are all of that by divine inheritance. So we can speak our word together with the power of knowing that right where that word is the power of God at work. So I do speak my word this morning for John Lopez, for rapid recovery, for getting his strength back, and for just knowing that all is right with him. And I speak my word for anyone experiencing any kind of a challenge, that again, that power and presence is at work in their behalf. I speak my word for those in Texas and New Mexico. And while I can't imagine what they're going through, I can imagine that the healing power of love and truth and beauty can restore hearts, can restore lives. And so I know that each one of us are affected because we are all one in this world. And what hurts one of us hurts all of us. But I also know that one vote for love from one of us is a vote for all of us. So I just simply allow that love to flow over me and to allow the healing presence of God to be active in my words and in this day as we say together, and so it is. And may we stand and sing Stand.
Let there be peace. I must stand for peace. Let there be love. I must stand for love. Let there be joy. I must stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I must stand for peace. Let there be love. I must stand for love. Let there be joy. I must stand for joy. We are making a new world now.